An independent Scotland could create Scottish armed forces, if it manages to reach an agreement with Westminster to keep Trident in Scotland, an SNP campaign group has suggested in a policy paper. The group has said allowing the UK to retain nuclear submarines in Scotland after independence could bring in enough revenue to fund a new Scottish Defence Force (SDF), a suggestion quickly dismissed by Westminster. The Scottish National Party Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament published a new paper which claimed, negotiating cards, could be played by both sides. The campaign group, which helps influence SNP policy, aims to achieve a nuclear weapon-free independent Scotland and is a forum for party members who oppose nuclear weapons. In the paper, which has just been released by the group, they say the Faslane naval base, which is home to the UK Trident project, could turn into a British, colonial possession, in an independent Scotland. It suggests that Westminster pay a rental fee to an independent Scottish government for the two bases, RNAD Coulport and HMNB Clyde, to allow a new Scottish Defence Force to be funded. Bill Ramsey, committee convener, wrote in the paper, "Contingency planning is a key element, indeed the bread and butter work, of all professional staff officers. In peacetime, military staff are involved continually in planning for contingencies of all types, whether likely contingencies or even sometimes the very unlikely, though less credible contingencies are overtaken invariably for training purposes. At the heart of such a contingency plan will be an attempt to rent these two facilities from the Scottish Government. Had the first independence referendum been a success, such an offer would probably have emerged. In Scotland's future, the estimated cost of a future Scottish Defence Force was around £2.5 billion. The SNP has a long-standing policy to remove nuclear weapons in an independent Scotland, but the campaign said alternatives to this position exist. The paper said a previous £2.5 billion cost of a Scottish Navy, Army and Air Force was too high, suggesting the cost could be less than half that. Mr. Ramsey added in the paper, "Under these circumstances, the annual rental offer likely to be put forward by the remaining UK, to rent the naval base and the naval armaments depot at Coulport, will be close to matching the annual budget of the SDF. Nuclear multilateralists will argue that, we have the UK over a barrel."